have worked in the industry, what have you found has lived up to your expectations, and what has disappointed you so far?
So the lived up part is, I think everyone would agree to that. It's a very stable industry when it comes to the growth rate. We are predicting a growth rate of 15 to 20% in the next for up to 2025. So that gives a very good scope for us to grow along with the industry. Good career opportunities. When it comes to that personal growth, things that I think are not really happening for good or that should actually change is one, how can we make our manpower more, let's say, move. So there is no horizontal movement out of insurance industries. So people are working in insurance, they are maybe working only for insurance companies, there is no lateral movement. So one thing that we actually need to look upon, sir actually mentioned in his PPT that there are certain segments that are cross industrial skills like corporate governance. If people are focusing on things like that, maybe that will make it more uh, employee friendly, giving more career opportunities. And the second thing is that it's actually written right here that our customers are not buying enough of our products. So what is the reason behind it? So we need to actually go out and see what is the reason behind why are they not buying? Is it because we are offering uh, what exactly do they need customized products? Do they need very standard products? Because I read a survey that says that currently in India the insurance customers are divided into two very black and white frameworks. One is a traditionalist who want a very manual transaction, face-to-face interaction, paper currency exchange, and the other one is the next generation, the digital customer, who are okay with experimenting with the payment platform, with the buying platform. So, do we have a framework that actually caters to both of them? And is our industry actually ready to cater to both of them simultaneously in a hybrid model and transition smoothly into only, let's say, digital stage when the time comes? So, this is something that actually we look upon.
That's brilliant. And actually, that point about the kind of lateral movement, I've lost count of the number of people, number of CEOs I've asked this kind of question to, and no one has mentioned that. And that I think is why it's important to listen to the younger generation, because you've got a different perspective on it, but it's very siloed and very kind of insular. And Martin, what have you found that has met your expectations and what hasn't met your expectations so far about working in the industry?
As of now, the Indian insurance industry is very resilient. We are continuing to grow, and we are in fact generating profits as such. And in fact, India is one of the leading countries where there is a huge insurance potential. But what we are lacking behind is like even though we have a lot of online portals and a lot of digitalization has come up, but people still lack trust. They do not trust insurance companies that easily. That is why they still prefer calling the agents while getting a policy booked. So I think it's because they believe more in human touch rather than online portals. So here we have to build relationships so that we can gain trust of our customers. And another thing again I'll be emphasizing on is that we do need young talents more, especially because we mostly work on data and the data volume is growing day by day. So for this we need to include new tools and the companies should be flexible enough to take those strategies and in fact they should try to maybe if it's not in their priorities they will have to try to be flexible so that they can move at par with other industries. So,
Rohan, same question to you. What has lived up to your expectations and what has disappointed you so far?
So, as a reinsurer, we have not seen much technological changes that should have happened in the reinsurance industry. Although there are a lot of insurtech companies that have come up, but still, I say reinsurers are reluctant to change on the technological grounds. Expectations are there, they are trying to adapt to it, although reinsurers are known worldwide to be slow to adapt. So that's what we have seen so far. But recently, the reinsurers are also trying to go ahead and try to implement all the technologies that the insurtechs are using, like be it blockchain, be it AI, be it any other portal they are using. So they are trying to be more inclusion of the technology part. That is what is good about the industry, and that is what also I would say not good so about the industry because they are very slow in their adaptation process, and that's what lags between the experienced guys and what the younger generation is that because experienced guys want change, but they are also reluctant of the change at the same time. That makes a very confused situation, and the organizations sometimes becomes frustrating, sometimes becomes rigid. I don't know. That there is some lack that is happening.
Okay. Adisha?
So after joining the industry, what really lived up to my expectation was the work environment, because I was hoping for a work environment that would give me certain opportunities in terms of not just working on what. So I'm an underwriter, but my work is not limited to just sitting on my desk and underwriting alone. I'm expected to be a part of, say, IT development, or if we tying up with the online portal to sell insurance. So what this does for me and what makes me stay here is that it broadens my horizon. I'm not just doing underwriting, I'm learning a lot of different skills and I'm adding value to the company and to myself at the same time. What has also lived up to my expectation is the adoption of technology at some level, wherein we are trying to be present on all kinds of platforms. That gives us a lot of opportunity to implement artificial intelligence, blockchain, and quick claim settlement and all of that. At the same time, these are the same things that have also let me down, because although work flexibility is present as a concept, the applicability is not that much. So being able to work from anywhere, or the concept of even gig economy for that matter, is really just on the papers and isn't really implemented to a great extent. Further, the technology that is being implemented is really being implemented at the cutting edge of the company, so maybe risk modeling and other such things. But what would really help the employees is where the technology is not developing as fast as you'd want it to, in terms of your day-to-day mundane tasks still tend to be painfully manual in some places, as opposed to adopting to automation as fast as some of Western countries have, with things as simple as analysis of risk or of the financials of a company still being a manual process in India, as opposed to be an automated process in a lot of other countries. As far as some of my other colleagues also have mentioned, the insurance sector does have a bit of an image problem, where the first thing so I do visit some campuses with my learning and development team to take some sessions. The first thing that people think about insurance is having to sell and having to lie. Unfortunately, this is the perception that people think about insurance. Whereas I personally feel that the first association should be claim payment, because it is what we do. We do pay a lot of claims, and it is visible from the combined ratio of the industry, which has always been above 115%, close to 120%. So that is proof right there that we do pay claims. Unfortunately, the perception continues that claim payment is a little bit of a challenge. I think this gap should be bridged, and the perception should be shifted towards us being an industry that pays claims and helps people.